How do you know somebody who hates Three Men and a Baby isn't a murderer? You don't.
It's time to go. Do, 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 do. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Three Men and a Baby.
The passionate way in which I will defend this film and the silliness of it is exactly the same level of passion I would bring to defending the baby from this film from the drug dealers who want to accidentally steal it. That's not a sentence you could say about most films. Three Men and a Baby stars Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg and Ted Danson, who together proved that if it was possible to combine men in Voltron style into one man, you could make the perfect man. Or destroy the world with the birth of a charisma god. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they're three guys who live in New York in the most beautiful apartment that couldn't ever exist. It doesn't make any logical sense. You see the size of it, that you wouldn't get that in New York, even in the 80s, or anywhere. Doesn't matter. So you get the best opening montage of all time, and then you meet these three guys, all of whom are horn dogs. Absolutely. I mean, Tom Selleck with that cardigan without anything on underneath it. You whore! But it's beautiful. And then they get a baby dropped on their doorstep, and they go, uh-oh. And then they have to start looking after it. And, I mean, shenanigans, you know. It's a baby. Three guys. Don't know how to take care of a baby. Comedy. Few notes here. A lot more heroin than you would think could be in a movie with this title, definitely. That opening montage is the most pure form of cinema. It was incredible, and every comedy film particularly should open that way. Never mind Tom Selleck's mustache. His chest hair is enough to start riots among females. And I think this is a perfect look at the three different types of men. A top, a bottom, and whatever Ted Danson is. I don't know what to call that, but it's different. This was the highest grossing film of 1987, a PG-rated comedy with a few TV stars in it. Wait, how in the name of Tom Selleck's Slutty Cardigan was this a PG-rated film? Doesn't matter. It is a film with so many flaws that I will choke you the fuck out if you start mentioning them. This is a film that I will defend by just murdering you with the sheer force of ahs that you have to deliver every time you watch it. If someone doesn't like this film, doesn't just smile goofily the whole way through this film, they are probably a psychopath. This is not a film that achieves greatness, not through mortal means, but it is so much fun. And having watched it as a child a lot, I can be much more forgiving of the whole heroin deal gone wrong that takes up much more of the runtime than it should, but not enough of the runtime that it's really a part worth remembering or caring about. But as a film about these three talented comedians all having fun and playing with this baby who they just don't want, but they can't bear to get rid of, and then suddenly they realize they do want it. It's just doing that. It's just so much gentle, happy fun that you couldn't hate it. If you do hate it, you're a monster. Jack has a baby. I realize such a concept tends to negate our belief in a benevolent God, but yes, there's just pure cinema in here. You can't hate this film nor call it a masterpiece. Bit of a you can't live with a baby, you can't live without it kind of thing going on there, yeah. And I will say that the whole PG, should this be a PG thing? As a child, I watched this a lot of times, and I never really noticed anything amiss. You really underestimate the ability of children to just kind of phase out all of the nonsense and naughty bits to any film, honestly, yeah. But it's a film that I love. I think it's so incredible to look back at a time when the highest grossing film of the entire year could be a film that's just out there to have fun, be a simple, happy thing, and also isn't actually that great. But it's not a film that's seeking to be a masterpiece, and it still managed to be an integral part of my childhood. I maybe like it a little bit less now than I did then, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun, and I'm giving the only acceptable American remake of a foreign film 3.5 stars. What are your favourite childhood films that you'll defend until the end, even though you know they're not that good now that you've grown up? Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I haven't watched that in a while. I don't think I'd care to. Yeah, that'd be rough. No.